Okay, so this is mainly just a big update video on how I'm doing, and I sound kind of groggy and look kind of tired, and that's because I am groggy and I am tired, and I'm a little bit shaky and just kind of exhausted. But this is just a big update on how I'm doing, because I feel like I should do that every once in a while. I'm sorry for any, like, weird background noise. This is the first time recording on the laptop, so you might hear the AC, or you might hear my cat or the rabbit on the other side of the room do something, so yeah. Let's get right into it. So basically, since learning about my motor tic disorder linked to stress and anxiety, I've had to deal with a lot of different things, like new tics showing up and the involuntary twitching that I get when I'm under stress, or when I'm, overloaded on my sensory overloads, and, or when I'm out in public and trying to control said tics, and how that feels and what it is having the tics, basically. First of all, motor tic disorder is a kind of neurological thing that affects, movements of the body, and the reason why I have just motor tic disorder and not something like, say, Tourette's syndrome is because I don't have vocal tics. I just have bodily tics. And I've done some research about what it is and how it works, and basically you can have one or the other and have just that and not have both of them, because when you do have both of them, it is considered, from what I remember reading, it is considered Tourette's syndrome, which I don't have, kind of thankfully. I don't have vocal tics. I just have motor tics, bodily tics. I have horrible memory, which you'll see some of them, I guess, as I talk throughout this video. Basically what that means for me is that there will be times where I'm out in public under high stress, like conventions or outings where I'm out for a long time and I'm low on spoons, or just low on energy in general, where I will tic. And there's nothing I can do to stop it. So I've kind of started having this realization of, I'm just gonna let them happen, and, just try to explain, it's not something I can control. I'm gonna start to kind of embrace it a little bit, because it's part of me, and much like Tourette's syndrome, it kind of hurts when I don't tic. Like, it's nothing terrible, but it's like an itch that you have to scratch, but you can't scratch it. Or like that itch you can't reach on your back, where you're just like pawing at it. It's kind of like that. Like, I can like redirect my full body tics, or like my arm tics, down to like my hands or stuff. Computer just went off. Okay. Sorry. But I I can, you know, redirect them into my hands, or I do have, like, hand ticks, like, sorry, popping my fingers is starting to become one. I used to do, not used to, but I did this for, like, the longest time, and, like, rubbed my knuckles raw, basically, and that's where it kind of all started. And I have a couple of hand ticks that make noises, like I'll clap sometimes, but that's rare, or I'll do snaps, but they're always in, like, threes, so, I don't like it. I hate it so much. Yeah. What else is there? So, basically, there are some people that have been around, like, just friends, like, closest people probably being a friend named Carol, and, James, and, a friend named Wolf, who I've been around, and they've kind of seen that, and, you know, when I'm low on energy, out, you know, doing an outing, I kind of start to tick, but, or when I'm here at home sometimes, and I get, it sounds weird, but I get, like, a little excited about something, I'll, like, my arms will twitch, or, you know, my fingers get not staticky, spazzy, so I guess the tics really all depend on my state of mind and how I'm reacting to a situation. So I guess there are good tics or happy tics. It's just identifying, you know, the situation and evaluating what tics I'm having at that time. I used to, well, not used to, but I have a head tick. That you see every once in a while, and I have, like, a face tick too, where, you know, I have to stop talking and kind of focus, so that causes me to kind of stumble over my words, or, if I'm having, like, a really big, like, full body tick, I stop talking, or, you know, whatever, to kind of focus on the tick, and, that can be troublesome sometimes. Fat tongue. Because, you know, I'll be in the middle of, like, a serious conversation, and I'll have, like, a full body tick, or I'll have, like, some sort of upper body tick, and I'm, like, stopping whatever I'm saying to focus on it, and it's just, like, so exhausting, because, you know, everybody's just like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm great, just give me a second, you know, and, or when I have tick fits, which I try not to have tick fits out in public, like, I'll have one, like, if I can get away to, like, a secluded area, like a bathroom or something, I'll, like, have them enclosed, what I call enclosed tick fit, where I'll just, like, let myself relax and my muscles relax, because you're always tense when you're trying not to tick. Like, my muscles hurt constantly because I'm, like, holding it in, you know, scrunching. I'm always, like, scrunching my hands and trying not to tick, and it causes discomfort sometimes, and, you know, but I'm learning how to deal with those kind of things a little better, and learning, you know, how to redirect. And this is all, you know, by myself. I'm not going through any sort of therapy for this. It's all by myself. I'm all doing this, you know, alone, or with the help of close friends. So there's no therapy that I'm going through right now currently. I should be going through therapy to help with this, but I'm not. And there's no medication that I'm taking either. I'm dealing with my social anxiety and my general anxiety completely unmedicated, which I guess is good and bad at the same time. There are pros and cons to being unmedicated. Pros being I don't suffer the side effects of the medicine, cons being I suffer without the medicine, you know. So, like I said, there's pros and cons to every situation, and I'm trying to deal with it the best I can. But the motor tic disorder has become a big part of my life in the past couple of months that I've had it. And it sucks that it's related to stress, because I'm literally always stressed or anxious about something. Even when I'm at home, if I'm super, super relaxed laying in bed, my legs will curl up, or my fingers will twitch, or my arms will pull up into each other. And, you know, so even when I'm just at home by myself, you know, I have the tics. But I guess when I'm also at home, I'm able to kind of and just relax a little more, so they don't happen as often as they would when I'm out in public. So it's a big reason why, you know, I don't go out as often. Like, I want to see people and visit people and, you know, do things outside during the day, but it's either I'm too tired or stressed to do something, or everybody's busy and I have no place to go. You know, because my dad works during the day, and James works during the day, and they're, you know, my friends have jobs and lives, and they're all, you know, older than me, and even though I'm 17 now and with a driver's permit, I don't have a car or an adult to drive with me, which really sucks, because I really want to be able to do these things. But, sorry. Backing up on my train of thought. So with A-Fest coming up really soon, you know, I'm excited to go to A-Fest, because it's my home con, you know, whereas before IkiCon and Anime Overload were my home cons, they're now away cons for me, and A-Con and A-Fest are now my home cons, and so I'm really excited to be going again this year and seeing all my new friends, and, you know, seeing old friends as well. But I guess there might be times where I might be overloaded, and there might be times where, you know, I'm exhausted and I am ticking, where people might be like, "What's going on? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Just don't worry. It's okay." Because, you know, I survive, especially now, like, because I learned about the motor tic thing towards the end of my school year, where I had to survive with bunches of people, you know, so I kind of learned very quickly how to just deflate and, like, just let it happen when it happens. And that's one of my big goals for the next school year, is to be able to say, hey, I have this thing, and it causes me to do involuntary things, and it will happen, and please don't worry, you know, because I feel like with being a junior next year, there are going to be stresses. I mean, so many stresses. So I know that the more pressure I'm put under, the worse it's going to be. And I just feel like I really need to warn teachers and people, you know, that I have this disorder. And while there's nothing inherently wrong with me, like, I hate when people stare at me, like, for whatever reason. I mean, Says the girl who wears 8-inch boots casually. But I don't like when people stare at me for different reasons. Like, I'm okay with people staring at me for my fashion choices, but when people stare at me over something that I can't control, it just kind of makes me want to shrink really bad. And so I want to be able to confidently tell people I have this disorder and I can't help it. So if I bang on a desk or make a face or make a movement, it's not something I can control. So I'm just trying the best that I can to be able to breathe and work through it. And I have amazing people like Carol and like James who care so much and who can help me to the best of their degree just to calm myself down, because my worst thing is that when I start ticking, I get pissed off that I'm ticking. Sorry. Needs to make a bunch of noise. I get pissed off that I'm ticking. And so, God, everybody wants to make noise. And then I just work myself up more because I'm mad that I'm ticking, and so James and Carol have really been able to help me kind of help me learn to not, let myself get worked up about it. Okay, somebody wanted attention, so this is Shadow, and he's gonna be in the video now. So yeah, close people have kind of helped me learn not to get so worked up that it happens. So, and of course, having pets around helps tremendously. Like my little Shadow. This little bun. He's been a great help with like sensory and just like touch, because people are messaging me. Are you gonna... Nope. He's being picky. Because people are not, sometimes people aren't as helpful because people aren't, soft and sometimes sweet and fluffy like a rabbit is, or like my dog is another big help. I'll go put him up because he's ditchy. But I really like having animals around to help me deal with these kind of things. So, wow, been talking for a while. I don't know what else I can really touch upon except thank you to those that have been helpful in the recent timing of all of this showing up. And just I ask that people who come into contact me just be patient if we're having a conversation and I am ticking pretty bad. Just like be patient and because I will apologize constantly for ticking while we're talking. Like it'll be just like conversation and then tick and I'll be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, and then will happen again, and I'm like, sorry, I just, you know. And I know saying sorry is one of the biggest things I've had problems with, is because I'll be in the middle of a conversation and I'll tick, and then I'll stop talking in the middle of a sentence, and I'm like, sorry, and, you know, I know people will tell me, you know, oh, it's okay, you don't need to say sorry, but, like, I do need to say sorry, because it's involuntary. It's not something I can control, so I feel like I need to apologize for this involuntary action because I'm, you know, constantly stressed about something. There's always something to be stressed about, which means, you know, I'm always ticking. AC just kicked on. This is a good example of what it's like. And see, I just have to just take a deep breath and just relax my muscles, because I'm always tense. And the bad thing is that I do have a hitting tic where I will hit myself. And this mostly happens when I'm trying not to tick really bad, or I'm under really bad stress, or I'm under a really bad sensory overload. I will just beat myself up, basically. It's hard to direct it away from the head, because I know I've seen a lot of tick videos where people they can't help but do it to their head, and I'm like, I don't want that, you know, so, but yeah, I guess I don't have much else to say. Anybody has any questions about how I'm personally doing, and, you know, want to know what's going on, you're more than welcome to PM me or text message me if you have my number. This will be up on Facebook, maybe YouTube, I'm not sure, possibly Tumblr as well. Don't know yet, we'll see. So, if I can get it to work on YouTube. That was my dog, and that was terrifying. So, I hope everybody takes a little bit of time to watch it. If you really care, you will. If you really don't care, great. I did this mostly for myself, just to feel a little better. So, I love you all. And see you all hopefully sometime next con, or, you know, just to hang out. So, bye.